Our topic is the improvement of health informatics. First, I'm going to introduce the Grand Challenge and all it entails. Then I'll pass it off to Clay and he will explain our current event. Drake will then talk about how our current event relates to the Grand Challenge, and finally, Abir will conclude the presentation. Health informatics is best defined as the use of technology and cloud-based systems to manage health data and information. Here's a short video that covers the history of health informatics systems.
Healthcare information systems. In the 60s, healthcare providers used large, expensive mainframes to manage data. In the 70s, it was smaller computers with improved connectivity. The 80s brought us cheaper storage and independent software applications. In the 90s, hardware and software continued to get cheaper, smaller, and better. In the last 25 years, we've taken leaps and bounds towards more effective data management with microprocessors, global connectivity, cloud storage, and handheld technology. We have made so much progress. We have a long way to go.
The improvement of such a system would allow for the prevention of epidemics, switching of paper documents to digital documents, making them easier for doctors to transfer and access, especially if you are traveling between countries or even continents, prepare for chemical and biological warfare, improve responses to public health emergencies, and allow for quick and efficient care to be provided on a more global scale. The main theme of this presentation is the improvement of communicating health facts and statistics in order to help our society to have a higher standard of health.
We all know about the Ebola crisis and how devastating it was. This was highly due to poor health informatics systems in developing nations. Because of the late detection and reaction to possible Ebola cases, those with suspected Ebola weren't quarantined effectively. This led to a high exposure rate of suspected infections with the public. The United States was highly unaffected by this crisis. Due to our advanced informatics systems, we are able to identify, track, and quarantine possible infections rapidly.
The question is, how would having more advanced health informatics across each country in the world prevent an epidemic such as the Ebola outbreak? If more of the African countries had resources to quickly relay medical information across their nation, the disease would not have been as much of a threat. Informatics systems combat illnesses in two ways. One, once the disease is identified, the information can spread quickly among neighboring areas, keeping them safe and prepared. And two, proper medical information can be acquired to help those with the disease and those who have made contact. As you view this map, look at how well more developed countries maintain their cases. This is how far we came in 2014. Picture this same map in 20 years after engineers, computer scientists, and medical personnel worked together to advance health informatics. There wouldn't be an outbreak because every country would have a viable medical system to be prepared and combat the disease.
With all of these information systems and online databases come new challenges. For instance, these systems are an easy target for hackers, and so we need to make sure that medical information is well protected from cyber threats. Also, there could be possible misuse of medical information and confidentiality issues that we will need to take care of. Furthermore, putting such a system in place would not only be expensive, but educating healthcare employees would require advanced training. That being said, if we as engineers could come up with a cost-effective way to digitize medical information so that it can be transmitted from one part of the globe to another, then we could drastically improve healthcare, prevent medical mistakes, and, in times of an epidemic, save thousands of lives.